Countless cars, piles of cash given out, the Squid Games recreated. It was a busy 2021, yet MrBeast decided to kick off the 2022 with the announcement of his first direct-to-consumer brand called Feastables. For a creator with a reach of hundreds of millions of people globally, this is not just a one-off drop. This is the announcement of the brand that is here to stay and take over. And by the end of this video, you will learn what MrBeast and his team teased for this brand and how all of this combined will change the consumer packaged goods and the creator economy's role in it. Welcome to the TohirT channel. My name is Tahir and let's do this. If you're not familiar with MrBeast, well, first, there are plenty of videos over here on this channel talking about his involvement in the industry. Spoiler alert, he is the biggest creator today, and I will not be doing any taste tests. There'll be plenty of videos as people receive their shipment. For us specifically, I want to talk about how this is the entrance into a very challenging space. Many brands entered and died by the wayside as they tried to attract the consumers into the stores and online to buy their small goods, whether it's snacks, chocolates, or candies. And MrBeast decided to enter this challenging environment with 3 types of chocolate. The kicker is that you're not just getting a snack. Jimmy is giving you a chance to become your own Willy Wonka.
I just launched a chocolate bar and 10 random people that buy it will be flown down to compete in a video for my chocolate factory.
Feastables as a brand attempts gamification of the consumer packaged goods. What I like about it is that this is an attempt to get the brand that MrBeast represents, that brand that built around the unique games, the unique kind of videos where people can compete for multiple different prizes and carry it into the product and make the product essentially play itself a role of a game, an attempt to replicate what you can do on the video screen, but just at the comfort of your home as you input those codes. Think of millions of people who watch his content every single day without considering how many times they're going to repurchase, which is the biggest challenge ahead of any brand like this. Just thinking about right now at the announcement, the amount of people that went and bought the chocolate, the brand already paid for itself and all the initial development costs. Yet, Reed, the CEO of Night Media and the manager for MrBeast's team, already started to tease the upcoming products.
New products, not going to get into that. I'll say there's a lot of things in the works. Starting with chocolate bars, we'll see where this goes. I'll let Jimmy probably leak that stuff, which he probably will in the next few weeks. But yeah, there's a lot of things. This is a snacks company. This isn't a chocolate company.
I spoke in the past in some of those videos over here about this amazing trend that creators are finally and almost forgetting about the t-shirts and the hoodies as a primary way to sell their audience merch. And now they really think about what kind of items and products and services their audience would most resonate with, what kind of running gags, jokes, areas of interest that the audience and the creator share that can be monetized and turned into a product. Emma Chamberlain, amazing example of her love for coffee turning into the actual sustainable coffee brand that I can foresee staying here for a long time. Peter McKinnon with his Pete's Pirates Live, a brand that represented on the shelf behind me, Easter egg, go find it, that perfectly matches the interest and the type of things that Peter plays with in his videos. Those items represent the future of the kind of products the creators will release. There are also worse examples of creators like Dobrik, someone I mentioned in this video, who released his own perfume, which was an interesting idea, but based on the amount of times he's been teasing it at 50% off, tells me it hasn't been selling that well, and no wonder. Dobrik never really been the perfume guy. His audience never been the one to express a lot of interest in that category. So you really have to be thoughtful about how you approach your audience and what kind of products you want to sell and what kind of products you want to attach your name to. In MrBeast's case, that's a very unique example where his audience is actually pretty broad. He has people in millions all across different parts of the world. Direct-to-consumer packaged goods is a perfect example. Chocolate. Everybody loves chocolate. Unless you have some dietary restrictions, you would definitely give it a try. Jimmy and his team already proved with the Beast Burger that this broad approach, the broad appeal of the audience that he addresses through his videos, can carry the brand from a few locations to now 1,000, almost 2,000 locations globally. So with this, they get to own the brand, they get to develop the operations behind it and maximize their profits and not have to lend their brand presence to other companies in the consumer package space.
Sourcing the chocolate and doing taste tests over 8 months, I mean, it's a little bit harder than like just creating a hamburger and convincing a restaurant to make that hamburger for you. We funded it. We kind of funded it at the beginning. We funded the first like I don't know how many bars and the branding agency, and like the whole thing was completely funded by Jimmy and Knight. We even had to go out and like hire a recruiting agency to go source CEOs. We ended up hiring a guy named Jim Murray, who was the president at RX Bar.
I find the launch of this product curious, since it allows us to see two very distinct paths down which the creators and the creator economy will follow next. The first path is pretty straightforward. This is exactly what Jimmy is doing right now with his Feastables brand, where the creator develops the brand that resonates with the audience, with the interests or the content that they present on their channel, and they slowly start to introduce more and more products. They own the entire up and down funnel on the chain. They essentially get to leverage the deep connection with their audience to sell them the product. For a company like Mars, who pretty much dominates that aisle space right now, they would have to spend millions of dollars to achieve the same reach that MrBeast achieved by just teasing this brand via one video and a few tweets and Instagram posts. This is the major advantage that the creators have, where other brands that would attempt to compete with the well-established competitors in those categories, they would have to build themselves from ground up or spend millions of dollars to advertise themselves. Where MrBeast, they have the established audience. All they have to do is show them the product, give them the link, and watch those sales trickle in. Also worth noting that it's hard to create personal relationship with the logo or the candy bar image on the packaging. So yeah, creators definitely have a lot of advantage, and this is a wake-up call for someone like Mars or any other similar company in the category. We're a few more launches like this of other popular creators from a dedicated Walmart or Target aisle specifically only for the creator-led packaged goods. Unless Mars will decide to follow down the second path that I have in mind, to join the rest of the creator economy.
Spin the wheel to see if you win.
The second path is simple. Creators will join those major corporations as representatives of the brand. We've seen this all over the place. We've seen athletes, we've seen actors, we've seen major TV personalities join different brands and advertising them on their behalf. The major difference? Creators have that deep connection that I mentioned in the first segment, where they can drive the audience immediately to a particular brand once they join to represent them. The challenge will be to find those matches. You cannot go grab Peter McKinnon and get them to advertise your makeup. You cannot get one of the major makeup creators to go and advertise Ford trucks. You have to have that match between the creators in order for you to drive that audience and make them resonate with the product that they represent immediately. But the benefit is, for the creators, they get to focus on the creation of actual content, that they get to continue running their channels, that they get to continue maintaining that relationship with their audience, while the brands do all the hard lifting and develop the operations, develop the marketing campaigns, spend all the money and invest into people. Creators get those perks like the stock options, they get to benefit from the stable salary, they get to benefit from potential perks like healthcare and 401k, things that the creator will never have if they run their own business, unless they are the ones who pick them and establish them within their enterprise. Listen, you know me. If you watch this channel long enough, you know I love building businesses. I love figuring out different operational problems. This is my passion. This is why I enjoy, this is why I make these videos. But not everyone does, and I don't blame them. That's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of tough work. So you get distracted with all of that, with all that hiring, development, legal stuff, financial stuff, from actual things that you enjoy, which is creating videos or creating content on whatever the platform you are. Instead, you offload all of this to people who know how to do it, and you get to benefit from all those financial perks. Definitely. I can see more than half of the creators saying no to building their own business just because this is a lot of work, and this is not the kind of work that they signed up for when they started their YouTube channels, Instagram pages, Facebook pages, whatever they're up to. So major brands will benefit from it. This will be that symbiosis, that mutually beneficial relationship between the both parties that will help both of them achieve what they need, whether it's financial stability or that reach that those brands will crave. As for MrBeast, he's too big and expensive. I can only think of maybe one or two companies that could even remotely afford him to represent their brand, where don't be surprised when you will start seeing a lot more of your favorite creators becoming the faces of some of those major conglomerates, brands, or established consumer package companies and other type of companies in other industries. This is a coming. As I keep saying, the creator economy soon will just be known as the economy.
On top of that, we're also giving away over $1 million in prizes and offerings like Sea-Doos, Super 73, custom PCs, Beats by Dre's, Teslas, and also cash.
Did you know MrBeast launched Feastables? Do you think you're gonna give it a try? And who are other creators who are developing their own brands, whether it's consumer packaged electronics or any kind of other services that you'd like me to talk about next? Share your thoughts and ideas in the section below. More exciting developments. I enjoy hearing the creators succeed. Obviously, MrBeast is a unique case. He's large, he has a lot of reach, a lot of support around him. Almost like 100+ people now working for him. That's all great. But this just carves the path and it makes it more of a normality. That's the benefit, where before, when we would talk about the YouTubers creating their own brands and launching them, people would just sniff and laugh. Now it's like, yeah, we've seen MrBeast do it. It was very successful. Why won't we partner and do it with you? Why won't we see more of those business professionals joining those brands and creating essentially new companies in those areas? These changes are coming, so if you're curious to learn more about it, if you're curious to learn about other creators who are doing great things in this space, you're curious to learn more about the creator economy in general, there's plenty of content on this channel because I'm here every Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this video with some of your friends. Here are a few videos for you to enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!